I'm afraid to show my hairline. So right now, all you get is Beanie Dave. But let's get right into it. You got Gabrielle Union, wife of Dwyane Wade, stepmom to Zion Wade, took their son to a gay pride festival. And people are really bothered by it. I mean, people are going as far as to questioning the parenting of their own child, which is silly to me. I don't see enough of people bashing parents who suppress and don't validate their child's feelings to an extent where they threaten violence or all out just disowning their child for being true to themselves because it goes against the parents' beliefs, which is weird to me. Dwyane Wade was not present at the Gay Pride Festival. Although at times with his fashion statements, you would be thinking he'd be attending them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's neither here nor there. But I've been wondering why this bothers people so much. I've never been to a pride festival, so I don't really know what goes on there. And I've seen people say it's inappropriate because of nudity. And if that's the case, I completely agree. But saying stuff like they're encouraging their confused child to this lifestyle, I'm not rolling with that. Zion is 11 years old. That's like, what, 5th or 6th grade? Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that's when they started teaching sex ed. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but at 11 years old, I'll spare the details. But let's just say I had an idea for what I was into, you know what I'm saying? But I was talking to this one girl about this, and she says that she thinks the situation is totally ridiculous and that her focus was not on sexuality and who she was sexually attracted to at that age, and that she was busy being a kid. Did you not have friends? What were you busy doing as a kid? Were you going to work supporting your family, playing with dolls and shit? Get the fuck out of here. But I went on to say, you don't think things like sexuality and sexual identity are things that happen early on in life? To me, and I might be weird on this, but that's normally a part of growth. Some people like me started puberty around that time. Kids will be curious about stuff and exposed to stuff early on. And if you as a parent fail to educate your child about what they're feeling, what's happening to them, or just questions about life, they will learn from other kids at school. And me as a parent, again, I might be weird on this, but I would rather what I teach them at home be their foundation. And I would trust my kid enough with the foundation I give them, so when they go out to school and they're comparing what I teach them at home to what their little friends are teaching them at school, hopefully they'll be like, mommy and daddy said this at home, so I don't know. But I'll go ask them when I go see them later. Maybe they'll come talk to me about it. Anyway, she didn't respond to any of the stuff that I was talking about. Instead, she talks about like the environment, men in thongs covering their junk and twerking. And I'm just like, okay, cool, that's where you draw your line. That's your ledge. I get it. And to an extent, I agree with you about the environment part. But it's no different than going to a beach and seeing half-naked men and women. Or just getting online and seeing half-naked men and women anywhere. But men in thongs shaking their ass. Okay, that's fine. Again, that's where you draw your line. That's your ledge. But obviously, women in thongs shaking their ass isn't an issue for you. Look, I just need you to keep that same energy, because I can assure you that is happening. I agree though, none of it should be exposed to kids, but that's not the world we live in. Somehow, some way, in this technologically advanced society we live in, your kids will be exposed to it. And it's up to you as a parent to inform your kids on what is going on in the world. In increments, of course, not all at once. The information that you share with your kids should be age appropriate. And you feel like the questions that they're asking isn't appropriate for you to answer right now, just tell them that. Tell them that they must wait until they get older. But be realistic. When you have young kids, you should definitely tell them about their private parts. You should tell them, hey, you have a penis. Hey, you have a vagina. And that no one under any circumstances should touch you there. And tell them to notify someone if someone touches them inappropriately, no matter who it is. No matter if they say, hey, this is a secret between me and you. Nah, you tell them to tell someone. Ain't no secrets from mommy and daddy, okay? Now, when they hit high school, almost anything should be fair game. Because speaking from experience, they will find out with or without you. But back on track. Again, this girl that I'm talking to is very selective about what she responds to. And so she says, you don't see men in thongs shaking their asses dancing crazy at the beach. Again, the point is just, it's just all up there. Okay, sweetheart, you might not see men, but guess what you might see? Women! And if you don't protest women doing it, you can't protest men doing it. There isn't a difference. It's all nasty when it comes to kids. But it could be just how your perverted mind looks at it. Like, dancing is just an expression. So that means twerking is just an expression. I ain't really think that one through. But like I said, with that response, it's no different to me. And I feel like this event would only be inappropriate if they were being sexual around the kids or just being nude in general. I know I said a lot of this stuff in one of my last videos, but I'm all for parents validating their child and how they feel. I mean, compared to the alternative, especially in the black community, I've heard so many stories of living in fear of coming out because of the consequences of liking what they like. And it's so crazy to me to hear people live like that because I've had the luxury of not having to live in fear of liking what I like. But all in all, I am extremely happy with how this family is openly accepting Zion. Not this Zion. This Zion. The older brother Zaire even comes out and makes a statement saying, love you no matter what, bro. And you know what? That's how it should be. Love always wins. And I'm happy for the kid living his truth. Meanwhile, you got adults out here about to take their secrets to the grave. But anyway, like and share the video. Comment, tell me what you think about it in the comment section. I'll be there. But by chance, if I am not there, I will be at the end of the rainbow. I'm not gay. I know I made a video saying I was coming out of the closet. That was different. You know what? I'm all messed up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I found it. I want you to meet the baddest motherfucker in town. Right on.